Well, it's finally happened. Not only has General Hospital finally given us confirmation on who's running Pikeman, after years of Valentin running around as a not-so-terrible guy, the show's revealed him as the ultimate big bad. As longtime viewers know, that's something General Hospital promised us when he first showed up on our screens as the Cassadine that even Helena was afraid of. To be sure, when Valentin first popped up with his bad guy mustache, terrorizing the Spencers and shooting Kevin, he seemed to be everything we were promised and more. But then something unexpected happened, and he, thanks in no small part to James Patrick Stewart's charming performance, clicked with the fans and Nina, and it was right around then that General Hospital decided he was far too good to get rid of, which meant toning his villainy down to a low simmer and turning him into a charming rogue. Because when you're truly bad on a soap opera, even the best writers have a tough time coming up with ways to keep you around. It's not impossible, but there's often only so long they can stretch it out. Remember Peter, anyone? Of course you do. It's tough to forget someone that bad sticking around that long, and that's why we're suddenly very worried about Valentin. Because we've been racking our brains to figure out who's behind Pikeman, only to learn that Valentin and Brennan have been behind it for years, with the Cassadine now taking full control while his partner's in jail. Val's been trying to take out Sonny, switching out his bipolar meds. Then there's what happened to Curtis, his treatment of Anna, Jason's life being consumed with infiltrating the organization. In other words, Valentin is finally living up to the promise that he is, indeed, a villain. That alone doesn't necessarily mean that it's the end of Valentin. He turned things around the first time, after all. But trying to kill Sonny over and over again likely does. If Valentin was tangling with anyone else, we might have more hope, but the mob boss has a habit of putting his enemies into the ground. Permanently. Trying to take down Sonny is one thing. Every now and then cops remember that he's a mobster and make a go at it, much like Anna seems to be doing now. And being a villain is another. Bad guys in Port Charles are just about as common as sand in the desert. But put the two together, we don't see many ways for Valentin to come out of this alive. What do you think? Are we finally coming to the end of Valentin's time in Port Charles? Is there any way for him to come out of this without ending up in jail or an open grave?